Hey, what's going on, everyone? Hopefully you can hear me okay. Let's see. Let's just make sure. Yep. So I'm Sam Lazarus, creative director for Rokoko. Welcome to another Rokoko office hours. And if this is your first one, this is just a time when we go live and we're here to chat. And usually we make some free mocap. And we do something creative in the back half of the stream. So, we're gonna make some mocap today. We're back to making mocap after a big summer of SIGGRAPH and lots of things happening. But we're back to making free mocap. If you want to find the free mocap we've made so far, you can follow the link in the description below. And then for most of the stream, we're going to be playing around with Midjourney AI, but we're going to be generating some stuff using Midjourney and then integrating it in to some of our CG. So I think we'll probably make some dancing mocap, and then I thought we could make some fun furry textures in Midjourney. And I can show you how to create full textures from some of the seamless textures you can generate in Midjourney, which is this really cool. There's a cool little program called Materialize that lets you generate normal maps really easily and things. You can use AI is exploding, right? It's almost a cliche at this point. Everyone's using it for everything. Obviously concept art, it's amazing for, but there's all these other ways that you can use it. One of them being texturing. I think you can also use it to generate characters and things, but we're going to use it for creating seamless textures. And the cool thing is you own all the images that you make with Midjourney, unless you have to pay them a percentage if you make more than $100,000 on them or something like that. But in our case, we're not going to be doing that. So you effectively own these images and you can use them to augment your CG in these really fun ways. So we're gonna be doing that. So let's jump right into making some free mocap. And we do take recommendations. If anyone has anything that you want to make, we can make it. And again, we distribute it all for free. You can use it however you want. Afterwards, so this is Rokoko Studio Legacy, which is what I generally use to make all my mocap in. I'm wearing my smartsuit Pro 2, I got my smart gloves putting on. But a bunch of fun new things are coming to Legacy soon, in the next couple weeks. Some visual overhauls of the program and stuff like that. And so fun things on the horizon for Legacy. And then as well as we have a new onboarding series coming out that's going to be just for general setup and kind of getting the most out of your Rokoko system, best ways to where to record and how to set up your networking a little bit and stuff like that. So a lot of fun stuff coming out. And again, please let me know if there are any problems with audio or anything like that. I think I got some music playing very gently in the background, which is kind of nice. Better than just the dead air. So I always plug in my gloves first. Then I got my little battery in my pocket. Boom, plug it in. And I'm actually gonna I like to disable this background blur that I use when I'm just making some mocap. So I think what we're gonna make mocap wise, there we go, we're in the scene. Unless anyone has any specific recommendations, which we can totally do, I'm just gonna make a couple idols and fun dances, because I thought the thing that would be really cool to do would be to just make an easy furry character, texture that character using AI generated fur patterns, texture the environment that the character is in using AI generated textures, and yeah, Alberto, good to see you. Fellow humans and AIs. Yeah, and Neuralite, good to see you too. Dolly to generate text. Yes, exactly. So Neuralite, you're gonna like this. This is a fun program that I've been using called Materialize, which seems a little bit easier than the Photoshop workflow. The Photoshop workflow totally works too. But I just prefer not to boot up Photoshop when I can avoid it. I haven't messed with Stable Diffusion yet. That's the one that people are using on video, right? A lot? Or is that Disco Diffusion? I haven't even played with that yet. Austin. Nice. Yeah, well, you know, also Clint's contest, Clinton Jones's contest just wrapped up. And we gave out 2 suits, 1 full performance capture suit, capture suite, and then 1 suit for first and second prize. And I think we're going to be doing another contest pretty soon. And usually we give out suits or discounts and stuff. So always good to, you know, pay attention to the Rokoko Instagram. And then sometimes, you know, you can snag a free suit or at least a discount or something. Stable Diffusion is the open source. Easy to install locally. Yeah, I mean, that is the one thing I've been using Dolly a little bit, but mostly Midjourney playing around with. And the Discord integration, while I love the idea behind it, that it's like a community brain, it's just a little UI wise, it's a little frustrating to get your images sometimes. But yeah, let's just record some mocap because I want to get to the backside of this. So again, anyone has any ideas, you know, I'm just gonna do like some couple quick idols, then like some dances and things that'll look good with like fur flying around, which is always a go-to for me, which is easy to do in cinema. Okay, do my straight pose, boom, and let's just do a little idol. Little hands-on hip idle, and you know, with inertial mocap, you're usually gonna need to do a little cleanup. So you can see that these hands are not perfectly on this hip, right? But it's easy to fix in Maya or Blender or whatever you're using, which maybe we'll do. With something like fur, you know, a fur character usually don't really need to get too precise. Ooh, Neuralite. Yeah, what I did is I added it to a personal Discord, and then that was a little bit cleaner. Nice. That's awesome, Reality Jump. Yeah, I saw those. Those were really cool. The Blender ones, I believe, right? And then with the Elmo masks and all that. Kana, good to see you. We're back. Although next week we are going to take another break. And the week after that. So maybe we'll do a Tuesday one or something. Man, everyone check out Reality Jump's stuff. We've been posting a bunch of YouTube shorts featuring bone parenting and weird Elmo masks and horror things. And I didn't know that they were all Dali made. But that's awesome. That's very pertinent to what we're going to be doing. You should make a tutorial on that. That's hilarious. I mean, there's so many ways you can use all the AI stuff, right? It doesn't have to be super complicated. It's just like you're making a scene and you want like a gothic painting in the background and you don't want to like, ooh, is this going to get me into copyright trouble if I take like a real one? Generate one, throw it in the frame. You're good. You need weird Elmo things, you know, generate it up. Okay, so that's one calibration or one idle. I'm gonna do another. Ooh, yes, Neuralite, definitely. Hold on, let me look at that in a second. Would you be able to record some general hand gestures for dialogue? So like this kind of thing, like that sort of deal. I know. My beanie, it's a gray beanie today. What can I say? It's so hot right now. I need to maybe take this beanie off. I'm on the West Coast and it's hot everywhere. Okay, Neuralite, let's do it. Let's record one of those right now. Okay, gonna do another calibration post. Let's do a little conversation. We'll do like a more animated and a less animated one. Here's the less animated. that kind of thing. You could take those, you could loop them or whatever. Labels and stickers. Yeah, reality jump. That's brilliant. Okay, let's do a more animated kind of conversation. Do about it. I mean, and then we were going all over the place, and it was crazy. It was, and then things were falling, from the sky, and moving all over, and don't even get me started. I mean, it was bananas. I think in the end it'll be good, but I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens. It'll work itself out in the end. So I don't know. Just muttering to myself about, oh, it's crazy, and no, it went that way, and yeah. Hopefully that works. Neuralite, and I'll try and get these up tomorrow, end of day. Always try and get them up the next day, but sometimes it gets delayed. Okay, I had another, yes, the new beta update is awesome. New color palette, and we just did a whole new round of branding, so you can even see the logo has changed. So bunch of fun new kind of cosmetic stuff, but then also some new functionality, I think. Kind of a little sad idol there. It's supposed to just be cleaner. It's really clean. The onboarding series is a bunch of the new motion graphics, and the website's gonna be getting an overhaul, and that's not that exciting. But I mean, it was exciting for us. The branding stuff looks really cool. Okay, what else? How about just like a kind of weird, I'm just gonna start doing weird dancing ones. Unless anyone has any other ideas. I can do more hand gestures. Let me just do a bunch of hand gestures. Yeah, easy. A paper map. So are they holding it like this? Are they holding it like this? You know? Is it like laying on their hand? Or are they... Which one do you want? You need to get even more specific. That's not even specific enough. Holding it from above, like this. Like that. Oh, like showing a map. So I'm showing someone in front of me. Like that. Is that right? Let me know. I'm gonna do a calibration pose. Okay. Boom, easy. Showing someone a map. Does that work? That kind of thing? Bingo. Okay, nice. Hopefully that works. Okay, now we're just gonna go dancing. So this is furry dancing. I'm thinking like, oh God, what's his name? Marco, you know, from Insta, who's so awesome. But he has a bunch of things like this, just like. Okay, kind of dizzy. Let's do like another one of those, just like wiggling. Oh, dizzy. Dizzy, dizzy. Let's try like a weird foot one. Okay, hold on. Cancel that, delete. Oh, I wasn't recording. Oh. Gotta do another calibration pose after that. That's pretty good, I think. Whew, it's hot. It's so hot in here. Okay, record this time. Whew, my character obviously went all over the place. We'll be able to fix that. I just want to see what drift fix will do to that. Yeah. So this will keep me. Actually, it recorded really cleanly right off the bat. That might be the one. That might be one of the ones. Okay, what else? Okay, like a little twist vibe kind of thing. Or like maybe something a little bit less movement-y. Oof. Thank you. Well, that's 10. I feel like we're gonna have something good there, and I kind of just want to, because I want to jump into the other portion. I think this is like the safety one. This could be like the crazy one. Okay, you know what? And then let's do one where my arms are over my head. So I think it'd be fun to have like 4. Getting my hip workout. Okay, and I think that's good. Okay, so I'm gonna switch over to AI stuff and cinema stuff. Like I just don't care? I think so. Yeah, I think that's good. Yeah, let's just go, let's call it there. Yeah, yeah, because we can always do more dances. We can do more dances. Maybe we'll do a Tuesday next week. Okay, I'm going to briefly go off screen, unplug, freeze, and give me one moment here. Let's play back that one in the meantime. No dead air, right? Oh yeah, giving me reminds me of someone I used to work with. Jordan Miller, I know you're not watching, but that's you all the way. Okay, ugh. Yeah. Let's rewatch this one. I think I'm very impressed with this. Like, this just looks good. Bada boom, bada bing. Almost done. Yeah. Turn back on my cool background blur. And then I gotta go and turn on my image mask. Ugh. Okay, let's go. Does this look okay? There we go. Boom. Zoom in a little bit here. Okay. Can I go down? Don't break the camera. Yeah, looks good. Okay, I can make myself a little bit smaller. Okay, so, at this point, let's jump into Joe Cocker's You Can Leave Your Head on Play. Need to get... yeah. Well, right, I know. I've done the freaky undress of the camera with the mocap suit on before, but I feel like we've done that enough times now where we have enough ring ladies. But that's always interesting to see how it's used, not traditionally. I don't. So what I've been doing now, I used to just wear like my boxers or underwear and a shirt. I always wear a shirt. But now I just have a pair of shorts that I just recently got. That's because I was doing demos and I didn't want to have to go to the bathroom to put on the suit. But just a pair of lightweight athletic shorts or mesh shorts. That's what I find. Bagheera, good to see you. Wow, slim track pants. That's bold. See, the pants, I don't like the bunching. You can totally do it. Jacob, our CEO, used to always do it with pants on because it's kind of a selling point, but I don't. It's too much cloth. Okay, so let's get into doing some AI stuff. So, okay, so this is, some of the things let's actually pull up. So these are like some of the textures I've been playing with. These are a couple of them, but like this is a really fun one to create some like Spanish tile, and then just put in like Ghibli, Studio Ghibli as like a modifier. Yeah, sports shorts, Bagheera. But yeah, if anyone missed it, we're gonna go through my workflow for creating textures from AI generated images, right? So like this is a really great tile, kind of cartoony texture. It's the program that we're going to be using, Materialize, is pretty easy to create normal maps and things like that. So first, let's create here. I'll go to Discord, and the way that Midjourney works, which is free now, is that you just link it up your Discord, and you can do it a bunch of different ways. There's a bunch of ways. Only.js, good to see you. But here are some of the fur textures I thought that we could use on our hair that we're going to be putting on our character. So I don't know if anyone wants to put some prompts in to the chat, we can do them. The way that Midjourney works is you hit slash imagine, you know, prompt, and then let's say neon fur texture, seamless, bananas, bananas. We'll see where that pops out. Is that the Smiths album? I don't know. And then of course my thing is blocking it, so I'll move up here. So dark. I wonder if I can. There we go. A little bit brighter. So Kana, you can sign up. You go to midjourney.com. It's now it's open. So you just need to sign up, and there might be like, it's not even an application anymore. Everyone can get on. There's just you might have to wait because they just hit 1 million on their Discord. So now they're kicking off people who are not active constantly. For Dolly, you have to do an application, but it's basically just putting in your name. It's nothing crazy, you know. And so just Dolly, you know, Midjourney. There's all these places. It's pretty easy to get into. Yeah. Hyper realistic Unreal Engine Octane, trending ArtStation. I haven't been doing that on these because I don't really feel that I need to, but this is interesting. Some bananas. This would be good wallpaper. Maybe. Let's do imagine tropical wallpaper texture. And then, you know, for things like this, I always make sure to put in seamless, and you try to get a repeating pattern. What do we got here for this wallpaper? And then also here, we can actually, let's do that again. If it's wallpaper, it's probably imagine ferns, wallpaper, plants, and then --AR, 16:9. So you can actually set the aspect ratio. This is good for wallpaper, right? That's like repeaty-ish. We would probably get that to work. Like this is not as good. Is that going to be the whole wall? You know, you want patterns. You can also always type in things like sprite sheet, seamless top view. Okay, that's good. And then let's do tiles. Oh no. Imagine tiles, concrete. What do you do? Seam, and then you do comma. I don't know if that'll matter. Ooh, it looks good. This looks super cool. This looks like it could be repeating. Seamless. That's actually a pretty good one. Maybe we'll try that for the wallpaper. This could be a fun wallpaper. This is really nice, I think, as a wallpaper. Here we go. Maybe this will be, let's use one of these for the ground of the scene, of one of the scenes that we create, or of the scene that we create. Because I think we'll create one scene. See, this is really nice. That could be the background. We're not going to create, I want to create different characters using the different fur textures, but I think for the tile, and then sometimes you'll get ones that are like not perfectly top view. Sometimes you'll get ones that are more difficult than others. I actually really like that. So this is going to be tough as a repeating pattern because you see that like this side is very different, right? You want something even for the seamless. You know, it also seamless pattern. Okay, that's good. Let's try that again. Let's do imagine concrete seamless pattern top view. I spelled top view as one word. Top view. The thing that's really awesome about Midjourney is that everyone's prompts are public. So if you want to find out, get inspiration for prompts, you can go to midjourney.com and you can look at other people's, and it's great. So this looks cool. I like this. Maybe we could use this. But I really like that studio. I think we want something more normal. For the ground, this is like gonna pull attention from the character a little bit, so maybe we will go with that's pretty good. That's pretty good. I like this. Let's try this. Okay, we're gonna upres 1. So upres, U is upres, V is may create a variation, and create variations of all of these. These are really fun. Then we'll make more fur patterns. I think this will be a fur. This is really cool as a fur. And the fur ones we don't need to create. We can just use images of, because we don't need height maps and we don't need normal maps. We just need patterns for the hair. This is really nice. I like this. You have these shadows, you have these wrinkles, which is going to add a little bit more interest into the fur, I think. And this is interesting. It made it into like a cube, or it's like draped on a cube. Okay. So it's almost done. We're going to take this in a second. I know, yeah, the default upscale, and then you can just do the light upscale, which actually I think we will do for this. So you'll see as soon as we upres 1, we're going to get this option to do a light upres, which is going to be closer, less detail. This has all this micro detail that's going to be a little bit distracting. Do light upscale redo. And we'll see what comes up, but I bet this will be pretty good. And regardless, it'll be enough to show you this program materialize, which I think is really... Is there a way to do a light upscale from just here? I thought you have to do this first, don't you? And then you do the light upscale. Light upscale. So the light ups, it redoes the upscaling, but light. That makes sense. Good job. 40 minutes in. Oh, you can do it with direct. Huh. Well, either way. I ended up paying for it because I just do this. I do it so much now. It's so much fun. I love these. I think these textures are really incredible. This is, it's not ideal. I want like plain. Let's just do like, let's do this. Let's take it. So I'm gonna take this. There's a bunch of ways that you can download these, but you know, I'm gonna save it to just my desktop. I'm gonna make a new thing just called Midjourney text concrete tile. Call this one. Save it. Okay. Let's pause this. Create some awesome mocap so far. So here's our, you know, we just downloaded what is essentially a diffuse texture. It's not repeating because of this annoyingness, but I want to show you this program Materialize. So this is a free program. It's great. It's so cool. And it's probably not as good as Photoshop. I'm not a big Photoshop user, so this is great for me. This is free and it makes it really easy. And I've been doing this so much. Let me move my guy again. Can I upscale? How do I make this settings? Okay, it's kind of small. You can't really see. How do I make this larger? I don't know how. But these are basically, you've got diffuse map, normal map, metallic map, you know, roughness, smoothness map, AO map, height map, right? And if we want to make a texture out of what we just created, and there's great tutorials on this online, but I'm going to go to diffuse map, and O stands for open. Go to my desktop, go to my Midjourney text, concrete, boom. Okay, so we got our concrete diffuse texture in, right? First thing we want to do is generate our height map. So if we just go to create, boom, right off the bat, and you can see, you know, you can review it. It's making a height map. We have different defaults. You know, we want details, displace only, default. we're gonna go to default and just leave it. Set height map. Boom, now we have our height map. Let's create our normal map. Boom. We got our normal map here. You know, we can, again, smooth, there's different options. Let's make it crisp for the normal, let's make it smooth for the normal map, because tiling is gonna look weird. And then an AO. Yeah, there's like too much detail. Set AO. And then once you're done, so I've made the, you know, like make a smoothness map, whatever. I find that these are like too, they're not like, I don't know, I've been having a rough time using these as roughness maps in Octane. Set it smoothness, but now we got our smoothness. If we go to show full material, there we go. We got a material. Cast light, does the whole deal. And then what's really cool about this is that you can go to, and you know, on show full material, you want to do a cube, cylinder. You know, this looks pretty good, actually. Here's the seam, I think. Like, you can barely see it. But if we go just back to plane, I don't know which way was up. I think it was like that, doesn't really matter. What's really cool is you go to tile maps. So you click tile maps and we can see what it looks like when we tile it, right? And if it doesn't look good, we can increase the edge fall off. So we can smooth out the edges. Or we can also, usually what I do is I play with the overlap first. So try and get that a little bit better. See, I don't like these line of single guys, right? We could cover those up. Then increase the edge fall off. That looks pretty good. And that's tiled up. Pretty cool. So I don't know how this is gonna look on the ground, but we can see. Let's just do it. Let's see, let's do it. Set maps, and then set maps, and that's gonna set the tiling for all of them. And then once we're done, go to save project, and go to desktop, Midjourney, concrete tile. We're gonna say concrete triangle tile. Boom. And now, look what we got here. Yeah, so it's a lot easier than Photoshop in my opinion. And it's free, you like get it from GitHub. It's freaking crazy. And let's pull it into, let's pull it right into Cinema. You know where I'm gonna go with this. Let's grab our plane. Let's set up our studio that we're gonna be using. So let's create our character. Here's our figure, right? We're gonna have we're just gonna have a floor. We're gonna have a wall. And then I like to add a little cubie that gives a little trim. Just adds a little bit of detail to your studio. On my cubie, I'm gonna add a little fillet. Not fillet, fillet. I don't know, we're gonna round it off. And boom. This looks pretty good, right? We're gonna add an HDRI. I've been using Mr. HDRI. Awesome HDRIs from Mr. HDRI. Some of the interior ones are just really great. I think really awesome. And then let's make our material. So in Octane, we're gonna create a new material. Of course, I'm blocking it again. Go up top here. Now I'm looking the wrong way. No, I'm looking that way. That's right. Ha, I'm looking down. open up our material. Under diffuse, let's go grab it. Desktop. Where is it? Midjourney text, concrete tile. Here's our diffuse. It's so great it pops out a displacement map. So increase the resolution of the displacement map. Go grab the height. That's our height. Normal, very important. Spec. I'm gonna add the AO. I'm actually gonna leave that. And sometimes I use the AO map as the roughness map in Cinema. It seems to just work a little bit better, in my experience. Let's add it in. So that obviously is too big, and this is where that tiling becomes super important. So let's tile it 10 times. Nope. 20 times. See, I just don't like this texture very much, but this is the idea, right? And with the displacement, we would have to move it down slightly. But, you know, pretty cool. Yeah, I just don't. Oh, okay. Maybe we could let's add a camera here. Let's add a camera, and then like this, it's just the wrong orientation. What's going on with my world? You know, that's more interesting, I think. Like, that's not horrible. And again, this is something that you own. Like, that's what's so freaking cool about this, is that, and you can create endless ones of these. Let's go grab that wallpaper, you know what I mean? Go grab that wallpaper. For that, we just need the diffuse. Oh, I didn't save it. Where was it? Midjourney. Let's up-res 3. Leaf texture is the color carpet. We could try that. That's the thing, is we can do these in as many ways as we want. What is this plane? Oh, I created a second by accident. Yeah. I think you could, the one thing that I find, and I bet Dolly would be better at this, but like creating non-patterned textures, like if I just want straight up, like just stucco, like the background of this studio, there's like a little bit of detail. You can't really see it in how I rendered this, but like there's a little stucco like detail in here. It's not good at doing that. It's like if it's gonna render you a texture, it's gonna go for it, and it's gonna make something pretty complicated. Oh, this looks freaking awesome. Yes, Neuralite free Kit Bash pack. Ancients just came out. Pretty cool that they do that. You have an Octane subscription. So I like the more detail that it gave us. So I think this is pretty cool. So I'm going to save this guy. Okay, there it is. Just downloaded a bunch of N64 ROMs. Which I own all the games too. But, you know, trying to get my N64 emulation game up. And then for this, we do not need to materialize that texture because we're not going to tile it or whatever. We just need... Ooh. Double clicky. You gonna open? No, that's okay. Boom. And then yeah, it looks okay. Oh. Yeah, and then I don't know if that needs anything. I don't know what. Anyway, you get the idea. This just needs to be a little bit rougher. Looks pretty good, and this is direct lighting. So I think this is too much, this texture. Right? So maybe we could do just like wood or something. But what I also want to try and do is let's pull one of these fur textures. Let's go through our mocap now. Yes, Artside. Yes, it's awesome. You can definitely create them, and it's really cool result. This might be okay too. Oh, let's create a variation of this. What am I doing? Let's create variations, baby. I love this banana. This is awesome. These weird bananas. Great. This one is upsetting, but I think on fur, it would also be upsetting. So let's upres 4. For the fur of this one, I think we gotta take 4. Oh, that's so good though. Look at this. I don't know, these are all good. I really like all 3 of these. This is like got some weird Fibonacci sequence vibe going on. This is just classic fur. We gotta upres that one. This one I love V4. That's gonna look really good as a fur. And then I went to this Gao Pei, Gu Pei, I'm not sure how you pronounce her name, amazing fashion designer from China who's absolutely incredible. I went to see an exhibit of hers and started popping her name in, and so let's create like a dragon vibe with her name. And it's really, the cool thing is you can always use artists' names to kind of try and ape their style a little bit. So like seamless, texture, top view, dragon, Gao Pei, sorry, Miss Pei, butchering your name. Light upscale redo of that, don't need that. This looks cool, gonna take that. Some of these, this is for the floor. We need something for the floor. I want something more simple. Just like stuck. Maybe I'll try stucco. /imagine, seamless, top view, seamless pattern. So I'll do stucco. Oh, seamless pattern top view. White. Clean. Cobblestone. Yeah, cobblestones, it's really good at making cobblestones. Yes, ArtSide. So we've been I just went through how to use Materialize, which is this free program. And I'll do this again with whatever we pop out for the floor. This looks very weird. That cube. You need a little, and I do not like this. Yeah, we want something pretty simple for this studio. Floor. We want to have a little texture, like concrete. We could do like a large concrete block kind of thing. Oh, this is gonna look so good as a fur. Yeah. Save. Cheetah. Cheetah. Fur. Yeah, see, this is what I'm talking about. There we go. This will be really good for the floor. Something like this one right here. It's simple. This is nice too. These are good wallpapers as well, but I think this is gonna work for the floor. Let's upres. So that's 3. Upres 3. Banana, weird banana. Save this. Banana, fur. Ooh. I mean, this is awesome. But it's not really the dragony vibe that I wanted. But this is really cool. These are like some scales. Let's upres that. Oh, and then this one. Save image. Zebra fur, maybe? Zebra fur. I spelled zebra incorrectly. It's okay. Don't judge me. And then we'll use the scales, maybe, for the last fur. Wow, look at that. How is that stucco? I don't know. Weird. I don't know. Maybe we'll just use a standard kind of background. But I just want to see what hair objects. Let's add some hair. Let's save this. Right? Always be saving. ABS. Midjourney office hours. Did I save? What happened? Did he not add? Oh, what did I not have him selected? Pause this. Simulate hair objects. Add hair. Where's my hair? Okay, there we go. Let's bring this hair down in length. Let's do it over the polygon area. Regrow. We got some fur here. And now the fun really begins, because if we add a new material, and then let's go grab, what is this saving this as? What the hell? What? Are you not saving this correctly? Am I exiting out too quickly? Save image. Cheetah fur. .jpg, whatever. We got some cheetah fur. Oh, we got some cheetah fur. And let's have this repeat 5 times. And actually what we're going to do is we're going to load into, oh, right. Go to our hair material for color. We're going to select cheetah fur. Yeah. We need to add a few more things to this fur. We need to kink it. We need to clump it. Clump is really important. Now we're starting to get a little bit more interesting. And actually, we're just gonna add this again. And we're gonna tile this like, can I tile this on here? Yeah. We don't want to kink it actually. We're just gonna clump it. There we go. Now we're starting to get a little, that's the kind of fur we want to be seeing. And I mean, when we get down into it under thickness, we're gonna pull all this down, way down, because we want some fine fur threadies. And then what we can also do is just add a hair collider onto our character, make sure that our fur is surface to hair. That'll give us a little bit more, you know. And this will start looking pretty interesting. And so when you make the fur that thin, you're gonna have to add like a ton more. And then another thing I always find really helpful for fur and characters in general is I just like to backlight them. Give a little rim light. This might not be the best HDRI. Let's go find another one. Mr. HDRI. Yeah, it looks okay. Maybe this needs a roughness on this. Also, like, you know, maybe rigid is the way to go with this. And I think what we should do now is we should go get our mocap and actually make one of these. Yeah. So let's get our let's get our mocap and let's do it right. Figure. Get rid of our figure. What did we download? Let's go check. Midjourney. Oh, super cool. Actually, I want to try the banana one. Can I just add .jpj to these? Ah! Mysteries of the computer. But yeah, let's grab our mocap. So we made some fun mocap. This is gonna be crazy for fur. So I kind of want to go through and make all of these and make like a short little video. But I think we want to take something easier, like maybe this. Let's do this first. So this looks great. I'm just gonna use, you know, some cleanup filters to make sure that our feet aren't sliding around too much. As you can see, they are. Ooh, shouldn't be sliding, going wider. I'm gonna use the foot IK filter, which I use them a lot, and then pop on drift fix as well, just because the drift fix doesn't. Don't really need drift fix, but foot IK will do a lot. It'll stick those feet in the ground. Looks great. So let's call this Funny Dance 01. No, call this Weird Dance 01. And we are going to export it out. And then we are going to add it to a character. My human IK, I don't need the body mesh. I'm gonna keep the FPS at 100 because I don't care. And then the character that we're gonna use, let's just go grab a Mixamo basic character. And he's gonna be, this basic character is gonna be kind of the, is gonna be the bait, you know, the base for our hair. Is gonna be what our hair is going to be on. Silly. Mixamo. Oh no, that's not right. So annoying. Okay, hold on. Not showing you my Gmail. Come on, Mixamo. Come on. Are you in my spam? Oh God, this is so frustrating. Hold on, everyone. Sorry, it's probably in my spam. Oh, I'm in my Rokoko account. Silly. Adobe, here we go. Okay, what do we got? Okay. Boom. And I really like just using the, you know, standard. This guy's great for using hair. The mannequin, whenever we're using Rokoko Mocap. Yeah, we want to make sure he's in a, oh golly, he's in a T pose. No, going too fast. He's great. Animations, T pose. Make sure he's in the T pose. Download. Yep. He is going to download. We're going to pull him into Maya, which is where I do all my retargeting. We have a ton of tutorials on how to do retargeting in the various softwares on our YouTube channel. Oh, it wasn't fully downloaded, I think. Let me import that. Oh God. Wrong. Imported some mocap by accident. T-pose 30. Oh my God, stop. Maya, you're killing me here, Maya. Import. Wait, what's happening? Oh, it's really slowly downloading. Okay, that's what the problem is. Yeah. I did. DUI about 10 years ago. Don't drink and drive, everyone. Nobody got hurt. That was a big lesson. Something that I've come to terms with, though. Keeps you from driving ever again, or drinking and driving. Yeah, God. When was college? 14 years ago? Okay, this done? But thank you. I'll remove that from there. The dangers of having using your personal files on your computer. Okay, here's our Mixamo character. I'm gonna create a character definition as always. Then I'm gonna load up. And again, we have tutorials on all this stuff on our channel, but you know, I've got a preset for Mixamo. Yes, I am going to Camp Mograph. Tweak, are you going? We're gonna be doing a little mocap workshop there. Okay, so there's my Mixamo character. Boom. Now I'm gonna import my mocap, which we'll just save out to my smartsuit studio folder, export weird dance 01. Boom. And then, you know, again, I use the human IK profile because in Maya it has a preset built in for the human IK skeleton. So I just create character definition, select the hips for my mocap. I'm sorry I'm moving kind of quick, but I just want to get to using those textures. Then I go and select HIK, boom. Now I select my character, which is character 1 as the character, and then the source is my mocap. And there we go. Tweak, you got a bone to pick with me, in person. What is it? I'm curious now. Okay, well here's our mocap. This is gonna be for our fur. And this looks pretty good. I'm not even gonna edit this really. So I'm just gonna bake this to control rig. See if Maya crashes, always fun. Boom. Okay, now I can actually delete my Rokoko mocap. Oh. Yeah. Your submission was dope. Which one was yours again, Tweak? Did I say something about it? They were all so good. Okay, so we got our mocap on our character here. Now we're gonna export this out. And I'm gonna just export it to, where are we gonna put it? Where are we gonna put it? Okay. See, Rokoko original content projects. Midjourney. Okay, dancing mocap, dancing character 01. Astronaut in the storm. Oh, I don't know. You mean the loop was broken in the compilation? I wonder. I don't know. The Maya Mixamo rig preset. So I don't know actually where. That was only one frame. Well, that's frustrating. I don't know. I can track that down. Yeah, I know. I always work in an unsaved project in Maya. Maya's actually pretty good at recovering crashes, I find. So I usually just rely on that. And it's so quick for me to get mocap on. Yeah, it's possible, Tweak. I don't know. But it's, you know, it's so, it's pretty easy to do these presets. Like, you know, you download your Mixamo character, create character definition, and then you're just, what I do is I go to, you know, I open this up here, and then I go to hips, you know, right click, and then let go will assign it. I don't have to even left click. And then I use the down arrow key. Excuse me, burp. You know, spine, down, spine, spine. Oh. Ah. Wait. Yeah, spine. You know, and then you've got the mirror mode on, so you only have to do it once for that, and then you just do, you know, you just go down, and then you just hit save preset when you're done. So I don't know where the JSON is, where it saves. It saves as like a JSON file. Save. Oh, here. Okay, hold on. Yes, I will. I'll add it to the free mocap file. I'll do that right now. Mixamo hands. So then you could load it in, I guess. Or no, you would go and put it into your characterization tools. Oh my God, I've actually been wanting to delete these forever. I'm gonna crash Maya. Gonna delete a bunch of these. Oh no, don't delete polygon. Oh, so nice. Yes. Fewer presets now. So great. Anyway, so this is done, but I will, let's upload that right now to the YouTube. To the folder for the free mocap. Hold on, let me go find it. Live. So here's where you can find all the free mocap. This is where I'll put that file. Yeah. Hold on. No, bother. Hold on. Oh, I just deleted. Where was that? Damn. Okay, let me open back Maya. Maya, open up Maya again. Create a new folder. Maya characterization presets. So this will be just in that Google Doc where we keep all the free mocap. Maya characterization, and I'll pop it right in there. But in the meantime, yeah, hold on. Let me do this. Oh, come on. Yeah. Okay, here's where it is. Mixamo hands. And I'll add HIK because it doesn't hurt. Yeah, so now those are in there. And you just drag Mixamo hands into your preset folder. Okay, killing Maya now. Okay, so we got our character. Let's import them. Dancing character 01. They're either really large. Oh no, they're the right size. Amazing. Let's make that 600 frames. Nope, still got more. 1200 frames. Okay, 750. 750. I'm gonna kill Octane for now. And look, we got our character. Okay, so let's do some fur. let's add some fur here. So I'm going to go to simulate, hair objects, add hair. Boom. That's too much hair and it's way too long. So I'm just going to bring it down. I'm going to make it polygon area, regrow it. Cheetah fur or bust. I want to try the zebra fur actually. Oh my God, so this is still, I think this is just way too long. Nice. I'm going to add a hair collider tag to our character on the hair under forces. I'm going to make it surface to hair. I'm going to make this hair a little bit longer. Let's make it 12. And then what else do we want to do? Under the hair material, we want to add clumping. That's really important to me. I like to make these like 30-30. I actually did a Cinema 4D tutorial on hair at one point. Ooh, we're gonna crash this bitch. It's like, maybe. You're playing with the devil here. It's gonna need to take a second to calm down. But this looks pretty good. And I think actually we want to go 1280 by 1280. Up. And then the other thing that I like to do is on the plane, I will add a hair collider, and I'll kind of have this like move into position. Ooh. Cinema's like, I want to crash you, please. Turn off the hair. Turn off the hair. Off. Off. Turn off. Don't crash. Cinema's thinking about betraying me. How are we doing on time? Pretty good. Okay, I want to get at least one hair kind of situation going so I can start a render. This is one of those just waiting to see if Cinema is going to cooperate. In the meantime, we could go try to make a... Let's save this. Stucco flower.jpg. And then we'll open up Materialize. Is this working yet? Ooh, Cinema might... It's okay, I just saved, so... We'll see. We'll let it go for a little while. I'm going to create a new project. How do I do that? Clear all texture maps. Yes. Okay. We start with our diffuse. So we open up diffuse. And what's the deal? It's like loading so slowly. This should work. Materialize. Oh, my computer now is just freaking out. Desktop. Okay, hold on. Cancel, kill Materialize. Let's open it back up. I can close Rokoko Studio for now. What is it? It doesn't like... You know what? We can do this the really janky way. Let's take a screenshot. Open up diffuse, desktop. Screenshot, screenshot, screenshot. Nope, hold on a second, let me... Oh, it's so hot in here. Desktop. Screenshot. Diffuse, okay. Desktop. Midjourney text. Okay, so here we've got this texture, and I don't really, because it's just a floor, maybe we could try and, well, let's go through this process because it's interesting. So again, so the materialize free program, we went through this earlier, but interesting to do again. You load in your diffuse image, right? Under diffuse map, and it's kind of small up here, unfortunately, but hopefully you can see what's going on. Under height map, you just hit create, and it will do its damnedest to create a little height map. You have different defaults, more detailed for just pure displacement. I'm gonna use, I don't really want to displace it. So I'm just gonna leave it at default because it doesn't really matter. But that's what you do if you're using concrete tiles or cobblestones or something, you'd need a height map. I will create a normal map. So hit create. That could be useful. That could look kind of cool. A little something. AO. Oh. Create. Set AO. Sorry. Set height. Normal. Create. Set normal. Smoothness. Create. Set smoothness. And then, so full show material. So it's, I don't think we're actually going to displace this as much or at all. Importantly though, you want to go to tile maps, and here you can up the tiling, and then you can kind of move these around so that they tile a little bit better. And then you can increase the edge fall off and smooth out some of those differences. So that looks pretty good. I mean, that looks pretty good. And then you can tile it more. You know, try and find those repeating patterns that are kind of the enemy of tiling. Which you can kind of see here. We have this line right here, right? But I can't, it's pretty good. So that could be a good floor. That could be cool. Let's try it. Save project. Create new folder. New folder is stucco flower. Confirm. Stucco flower. If we go to stucco flower, we have all these maps that were just created. Yeah, cinema is totally dead, so let's kill that. Not responding. That's okay, cinema. I saved. So we'll just re-import. It's the hair. Remove some of those. And then let's empty this recycling bin. Okay. Let's get back into this. Midjourney office hours. Oh, nice. Okay, so we're still here. 750. we got our guy. Let's change up the flooring to reflect that new, you know, stucco vibe that we had. So I'm just gonna create I'm gonna leave that texture, but I'm gonna create a new texture and load up all the different maps that we just made, right? So we will go to Midjourney text, stucco flower. Here's the diffuse. Open that. We're gonna grab the normal. That might be all we grab. And then tile it up like 20 times. Increase the roughness a lot. Take the spec down. Oop. Actually, on the spec, I'm going to add the AO. Oh, this light is just way too hot. And then we were going to change this to just 1280 by 1280. Why is this so hot? Is this the... No. Oh. No. Yeah, well, it is that light, clearly. It looks okay. You can see some of this tiling here. Doesn't look super good. That looks okay, again. Yeah, that looks fine. Cool. Okay, so now we're gonna add some hair. This is not the most beautiful studio, but that's okay. And then what I'd like to do again is I'm gonna create another plane, and this is gonna be the hair floor. And I'm actually gonna make it invisible eventually. But what we're gonna do is make it so that it does not have any texture, because I just want to see what's going on. And right about here, keyframe it. Boom. So it'll rise up and it'll kind of help control some of that hair so it looks like it's on the floor. I'm going to add a hair collider. I'm going to save again. Now we're going to actually add our hair. Simulate, hair objects, add hair. Boom, ton of hair. I think we wanted to make it 12 long. Polygon area. Regrow it. It's going to make it big again. Oh no, it didn't. Okay. For the hair material, we want to clump it. And on the clump, we want to make these about 30 each. And then on our character, we want to add a hair collider, save, and pause Octane. Hit play. It's going to freak out on the first frame. Yep. Didn't like that. But that's okay. It'll kind of catch up. What we could do, we don't really need that first frame. It's going to potentially crash everything every time. But actually, so that looks pretty good. So let's hit. So cool. We've got our hair character. It looks pretty cool. So what we can do now is let's add that zebra material. Or let's try the cheetah again. So it looks okay. The cheetah material, it's not like bright enough. We would need to, here, we could go and open up the node editor and like add a color correction node. Ooh, we should just be able to, well, let's do it here. Make it a lot brighter. So there we go. Okay, so that looks good. And then we could up the contrast a little bit. There we go. Now we got a cheetah. Now we got a cheetah vibe. And actually, we should up the contrast even a little bit more, I'd say. That looks pretty cool, but now I want to try that zebra pattern. So let's go grab that zebra pattern. Oh, I want to try the banana fur. Increase the roughness. Let's go to Banana Town. So that's really cool and weird. Okay, so tiling doesn't work that way. We would have to, I forget how you would do this on the fur. That's why it's not changing it. But that looks cool too. Let's see what the zebra looks like. Oh, yeah. Looks so good. So that looks pretty cool. So let's cache this and see what it looks like exactly in motion. And yeah, that's pretty much it. You know, I think we're probably gonna, yeah, exactly. We'll probably wrap that up pretty quickly from here. Oh, Shutter Authority was popping in. Nice. Yeah, this should look pretty cool. Ooh, it's gonna take a little while. We'll be able to see it in motion here. It's cruising. But, you know, hopefully this was educational. You know, I think it's really cool that you can just create these. What's really great about Materialize, right, is you can take textures that you just take photos of. Like, I've been doing that a lot, right? I'll just take a texture of some concrete or something outside of my building, and like use that to make some interesting stuff. I might actually do that instead of using the AI generated textures. But the AI generated textures are really good for like more conceptual or abstract things that you're not going to be able to find as easily in the environment, in your environment, or even like, again, this wallpaper or like photos or something that I forget, Neuralite was talking about earlier. Somebody had been using, Reality Jump was using in the background of their videos. Yeah, there's so many uses for it. It's really, it's just interesting. And then of course you have concepting. Like I've been using it for if I don't know what a room should look like, or again, we should put in like studio photo. Let's do one that's photo studio while this is running, because our photo studio looks gross. / imagine photo studio, clean white. Let's do another one that's photo studio, clean white, cyclo. And so like, you just need some composition ideas. You just pop it into your AI and then, so this is giving us, so maybe, okay, hold on. Photography studio, clean white, cyclo. This already looks good. This top left. These are just photo frames. But this is a studio. Oh, so this is like a room. But super interesting, right? So like with the light, here's the corner of the room. Oh, cool. So like this is great. Something like this, I think. And and it has really interesting ideas for lighting in this one. Look, this is really interesting what it's popping out. Oh, this is really cool. The big picture in the background, and then this kind of like darker floor. I mean, this is obviously awesome. This is super interesting. I mean, don't need the bikes, but like just setting it up with I guess this is maybe the light coming through a window from the opposite wall. Super interesting. So, it's great for concept art, but then it's also really great to grab these textures and make interesting stuff. So I do want to finish this, and then we'll probably call the stream. And another thing that you can do, instead of tiling these, like what you can do is create, and actually maybe we'll do that once this finishes. Here, can I stop this, or am I going to crash everything? Let's keep going. But I love also, you can see here the fur is actually spreading out on the floor properly, because we had the floor come up, just a little keyframe in the beginning, which also you can do by like excluding the bottom of the feet polygons from where your hair is being generated, your fur is being generated. This is hair, I guess. It's not really fur. But I like to do it like this, because then you get these spread out things. You just run the risk of, if you're bringing your feet up and down, some of the hairs are stuck in the floor and you get wonky hairs. But yeah, I think there's a couple things that we can do. And you know what? I grabbed all these awesome like photos of just sidewalk. And like wood, I was just out. You can't see it, but it's just like a wood texture. And I was just out and about in my neighborhood, just grabbing kind of random little textures. Like this is sidewalk and pebbles, and you can pop them all into Materialize and get really interesting results. Oh, hair cache live on stream. Never a good idea. At least it hasn't crashed. And this will be fun to look at. You know, and you could go endlessly for... The other thing that I like to do is, like, inevitably you're going to be able to see some of the character through these hairs. And so I just throw the same material that's on my hairs onto the character. So if you do see through to the character, you can... it doesn't disrupt, like it's not a whole other texture underneath the hairs. That's when I pause. You know, I can play around with the gravity maybe. I like to add some drag to the hair sometimes, but I bet this will be pretty satisfying to look at. Excuse me. Oh, finish. I just want to look at you. Wow. Really weird. Look at this. Super bizarre. Should we do some more? Okay, this is the fur that we're using. Yeah, these... Didn't like how these turned out, really. It does cobblestones really well. But you can load pretty much any sort of image into fur, and it will just, like, look cool because of the motion of the fur. It's so entropic. Almost done. I should have just done a shorty. 6:29. Oh. It is gonna look really cool though, I think. Yeah, and then what I'll use for the floor is like a cloner with a bunch of really thin squares, and that is kind of a more interesting like more realistic looking floor sometimes. Ooh, end synth. Haven't used you in a while. Okay, you're done. You don't need this. $704, $708, $720, $712. Look, turn my computer off. Can't wait to edit some of these dancing ones. I think there's a bunch of really interesting, fun ones. Oh, we're so close. Normally I would have gone and gotten some coffee during this process. Yes. Save. No. Save. Cinema's like, no, I choose to crash. Okay. Yeah, so this looks cool. And maybe we'll zoom in a little bit more. And you know what we should really do is we should increase the camera FOV, not zoom in. There we go. Now we're starting to look a little bit better here. And so what I was talking about with the tiling on the floor is like create a thin little cubey. Yeah, it's like, yeah, like that big. Little fillet. MoGraph cloner. Grid it up. Oh, by default it's 200, so leave it at oh God. Coffee, 200. It's okay. That's why you have a beanie. Clean up my keyboard there. Time for a haircut. Didn't quit my program. But yeah, this is a little bit more interesting. And we make this like 201 by 201. Make this the floor. And like say 5 by 5. Nope. Need that. Let's make these cubes 100 by 100 instead. Cloner 101 by 101. Up. 101. And so that's like a little bit more interesting of a floor. Let's make this 100.5. I just like having a little gap, right, in the floor there. Actually, we can just make it 100. So that's kind of more interesting. That looks cool. There we go. So now we're talking. Interesting. There we go. Now we got a cool little vibe here. This is a cool little scene. Making some diagonals instead. Interesting. Cool. So I mean, this now we're starting to look pretty cool. I can live with this. This looks rad. Ha. And you know, I think if anything, it's like it's this cube here. Just needs to be a straight up concrete stone, just like straight concrete. But yeah, this is starting to look very interesting, I think. Hopefully we didn't just crash cinema again. But even if we did, I think we're going to call it there. And yeah, this was a pretty great stream. I'm going to render some of these guys out, throw them on the old Insta. And yeah, you know, we'll be doing more AI stuff soon, I'm sure, because it's very interesting and useful. And, you know, next week we'll probably do a Tuesday stream because I'm heading out for Camp MoGraph next week. And so, yeah, until then, you know, we'll let you know on the Discord when we're going live, but we will see y'all later. Rokoko AI. It's on the roadmap for sure. That was part of why we rebuilt beta, is to add some AI stuff over top. But yeah, hopefully you guys liked it. Materialize. You know, we'll try and add a link in the description below for all the things that we used. And, you know, Midjourney, Materialize. And yeah, this was super fun. Thanks for coming. Rokoko AI will exist. It will. It's the future, right? All this stuff. Okay. See you guys. I'm going to try and hop on the Discord a little bit more these days. And other than that, you know, see you in the next one. Oh, nice. It didn't freeze. It didn't freeze. Save. Hold on. I want to see what it looks like on this stone, this concrete with our back little filleted cube here. It's like too dark of a concrete. Hold on. This is, I always say I'm going to leave. Excuse me, burping, dingy gray. Okay, and now I will call it. Okay, see you guys next time. Have a good weekend. Okay, bye everyone.